Hello friends and welcome to this channel. In today's video, we are going to learn three finance formulas which are PMT, PPMT and IPMT. These formulas fall under the financial calculation category and there are lots more other formulas which we will go through on a later videos. So these are used to calculate the monthly payments or EMIs that you need to pay to the banks whenever you are taking any loan. So PMT is used to calculate the total EMI or equated monthly installment, that is how much monthly payment you need to make. PPMT calculates the principal component out of that EMI. IPMT calculates the interest payment from that EMI. There are three commonly used parameters while using these formulas, that is rate, that is the rate of interest, NPER, that is the tenure of the loan, PV, that is the loan amount. So let's quickly jump on an Excel file and see how you can use these formulas and how you can create an amortization schedule from a scratch. So before doing that, I request you to give us a thumbs up if you like this video and do subscribe us so that you do not miss out any other videos that we will be posting in the future. And also you can go through the other videos that we have already uploaded onto YouTube. So let's prepare an amortization schedule from a scratch by using those three formulas that I mentioned in the starting of this video, that is PMT, IPMT and PPMT. In order to create or prepare an amortization chart, we need to first ascertain the EMI or the equated monthly installment that we need to pay. And how do we pay that? Now, as I mentioned, for that you need the interest rate, the tenure of your loan, the loan amount, right? For that, and that will give you the EMI. Once you get all that, then we can calculate the breakdown of that EMI. That is, how much will be the principal component and how much will be the interest component. So let's work out the EMI or equated monthly installment first by using the formula PMT. So for that, I need mostly three details, that is how much interest rate I have been charged, what is the tenure of the loan and what is the loan amount that I have taken. So first let's fill this out. So say the interest rate is around 8.65% and say I've taken the loan for 60 months. Okay, and the loan is for 500,000. So I need to calculate the EMI that I need to pay every month for 60 months, and how much that will be, I can calculate that by using the PMT formula. So we'll begin by typing in PMT and we'll open the bracket. So you can see in the syntax, it's starting or it's asking for the rate first, then it is asking for NPER, that is the tenure, then the PV, that is the present value, or the loan amount. The rest of the two are optional, it means that you do not have to put them in, and if you do not give any type, it by default it will consider that you will be paying the EMI at the end of each month. And if it's not the case, that if you're paying it at the beginning of the month, then you need to select type 1. So we'll assume for this exercise that that is the case for everyone, we pay it toward the end of the month. So my rate will be 8.65 divided by 12, that is every month I need to pay that amount. Now tenure will be 60 months, so for 60 months we have to pay this, and PV will be the amount of loan that I need to pay. So let's close this bracket and press enter, and you can see that Excel has now calculated the EMI amount that will be that I need to pay or will be charged to me. So on the basis of the interest rate, the tenure and loan amount, it has calculated a value of 10,294.45. Okay, so this is the EMI amount that we need to pay. Now, as we have ascertained the EMI value, let's create the amortization schedule. For that we need the period. So period will show that for which period or month this is being calculated, the principal component, interest component, balance loan, and just to keep a check on the total, let's skip total EMI, right? So period, as I mentioned, my loan tenure will be for 60 months. So let's put then 61 to 60 in these cells or rows. Okay, now let's calculate the principal. So for principal, I said that we will be using a formula called PPMT. The syntax would remain the same to PMT. The only additional syntax it will ask, or data type it will ask, will be the period. Like for which period that principal component is being calculated in that whole loan tenure. So let's start by typing in PPMT, and you can see the syntax is pretty much similar. The only additional syntax is this one, per. So let's select our interest rate. We keep them all absolute. Per will become period. I will keep this as relative. Then I need to provide the tenure. We'll lock that as well. And we need to provide the loan amount. We'll lock that as well. I need to make one change to this formula though, where I've mentioned interest rate 8.65. I need to put in divided by 12 because I'm going to pay it on a monthly basis, and we'll close the bracket and press enter. So you can see that for the first month it has calculated the principal amount that I need to pay, that is 6,690.28. So now let's go ahead and calculate the interest component. So I'll start by typing in equal to, and the formula we are going to use is IPMT. So this is for interest payment, and you'll see the formula is also the same as it is that was for principal. So first I'll select the rate, we'll lock that. Per, I'll select the period, relevant period, and we'll not lock this cell, comma. Then we'll select the tenure, lock this, and then we'll select the loan, and we'll lock this as well, and close the bracket. Yes, see the same mistake I did again. I had to put a divided by 12, so it was calculating it like for the whole year. So that, so yeah, now it's calculating the only that month's interest. Okay, so if we total this out, you can see the amount is coming to 10 to 94.45, what we had calculated as the EMI using the PMT formula. So let's give this a total, and you can see the both are same, and balance would be your loan and what principal I have paid out of that. Okay, so now let's drag this formula only to the next cell because I need to make one change over here. So now you can see, first of all, I want to show that the principal value and the interest component, both the values have changed, but the total EMI remained the same. Now why that is happening? Because as per a schedule, towards as you progress towards the in your repayment journey, every month your principal repayment will increase and your interest component will decrease, because with time your balance is also reducing. So obviously that means that your interest component will also reduce, because the interest that you'll pay is that you paid on the balancing loan amount, right? So you'll see that when I copy and paste or drag down these formulas into the subsequent cells, your principal component will go up and your interest component will go down. But the one change that I want to do is in the balance column, that is in cell D10, where I will just change this for reference to the above one, and you can see that it is now reduced to 4,88,6,000. Now we can just go ahead and copy and paste it in the below cells. Okay, and now you can see that as we are progressing towards the end of the schedule, your principal repayment component is increasing, your interest component is decreasing, so is your balance, but your total EMI is constant. And as we reach towards the end of this schedule, that is 60th period, your balance become zero. That means that the amortization schedule is working absolutely fine. So by using these three formulas, PMT, IPMT and PPMT, you can also create your own amortization schedule and check. Either you can check before taking a loan that how much EMI you're going to pay, for what interest rate or for what period will be suitable for you, or even after applying for a loan and once you've got it, you can double check that whether the calculations have been done properly or not. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have learned something new today about these financial calculating formulas in Excel. We will be posting more videos on this, so stay tuned for them. If you have liked this video, give us a thumbs up and do subscribe our channel so that you do not miss out those videos. And also go through other videos that we have uploaded. I'm sure it will be beneficial to you. So, thank you once again and see you soon in the next video. Take care of yourself.